walking on the wild side. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't stop till the sun comes up, singing away. Oh, oh.
Oh my God, the sun's up.
Thank you for stopping by our EKH Media Studio here in Frisco.
Thank you for having me.
So you're on your way to New York. What are you going to be doing there?
Oh, it's top secret. We'll find out. We'll find out later. Just stay tuned.
Okay, and you're coming from LA. When did you move there?
I went out to LA in June.
Mm-hmm.
And I met with some people, and I was still debating whether or not it was a smart move for me to really start working out there, if I could really like establish myself in Dallas. And after talking to a lot of people in the industry, they said you really need to just immerse yourself in the culture. So I made that transition in November, the week of Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
Okay, so you went out there all by yourself.
Yeah.
And how's that being, you're 18, right?
Yes.
And you just graduated high school last year.
Yes.
So how is that, just being 18 and graduating high school and going to LA by yourself? What is that like?
Well, I look at it in the same way as being 18 and going to college.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this is my college. Like, I'm learning the industry by just being in the industry.
Okay.
So I see it the same way. I absolutely love it.
Okay, and why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got your start in music?
I have been doing music ever since I was about 3 years old, just singing. And then when I was in 3rd grade, I started playing piano.
Okay.
And I think I took 2 lessons, and I hated it. And then I started back in 6th grade, lasted about 2 months, quit again. And then I started, when I was transitioning into being a teenager, I started going through depression, like not knowing who I was, and like, that's like a hard time for a lot of people, I think. And so one night I sat down at the piano and I just started playing, and like from then on it's something that I do every day. It's kind of like my outlet and kind of where I go to.
You talked a little bit about your depression, and I know some of the songs that I've heard, you like writing songs that have messages.
Right.
And so where does your inspiration come from for your songs?
When I write songs, it's really like every day, like every night I go into my music room and it's like basically a diary of my life. You know, like a lot of people journal or they do different things, and I write music. And I only write music for myself, but I release it for others because I feel like if I have a cure to the cancer, why would I just want to keep that to me? Like, why wouldn't I want to share that with other people too? Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know you recently got to go to the Grammys.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that. How was that?
It's one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had, and it's also nothing like what I thought it would be. It's really an honor to, like, for me to be so young and just starting out in my career, to see where I'm at and meeting so many people that I've looked up to for so many years.
Who is your favorite person?
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey.
I love Lana Del Rey. She's brilliant. Like, the way she mixes, like, classic sounds, like she'll put strings and then she'll put them with like a modern hip-hop drum beat. Like, it doesn't seem like it would work, but it works like so beautifully, you know?
So you have a single coming out.
I do.
In mid-April.
Yes, it's called Yeah, Yeah, Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of sound does that single have?
It is definitely, you can see the transition in my music with me going through depression and experiencing that, and now I feel like I'm in a much more stable place. So it's definitely like a more poppy sound. It's like more happy, and I think you can really see that transition in my music.
What else can we expect from you in the future after your single? What are you working on, an album? What are you working on?
Yeah, so I've actually written my first 3 albums.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because I just write every day.
Yeah.
So my first album that I finished writing, it's a concept record. So it's basically a story. So each song plays into the next one.
Oh, cool.
And then, so by the end of the record, like, the storyline has like completely like flipped on itself. It's really, really cool. And I'm excited because it's like so authentic and personal. And so I'm really taking a lot of time to like really make sure it's perfect.
What message would you give to young kids or kids just chasing their dream like you have? What would be your advice to them?
My biggest thing for people who are chasing a dream or wanting to achieve something, I don't really believe in hard work and dedication. I really don't. Like, the thing that makes you successful is if you have passion about what you're doing. Because if you don't have that, there's no way to have longevity or success that like is really meaningful.
Can you tell us who you worked with on your single?
I worked with Emily Vaughn and Andrew Tinker. I co-wrote the song with them. And it's like a really new experience to collaborate with writers and then also producers, because I'm used to just being in my music room alone, not having to listen to like other people's opinions.
Yeah.
And so here I am, and they'll be like, I don't really like that. And then they'll tell me something, and I'm like, I don't really like that. But you find like a happy medium, and then like you end up creating something that's so much better than you could have yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like when I perform my music, I normally go back and I change it based on how the audience receives the song, and I like take the different moments that like I know were really good out of it. So working with other people on making my music, I think, has been a new experience, but I also think it's helped me. And the producer that I worked with on the track, his name is Nick Seeley. He's worked for Charlie Puth, Sabrina Claudio. So I was really, really excited to have him on the track.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's amazing that you get to work with all these people.
Yeah.
Where's your song going to be released? Where will people be able to find it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Good question.
So my new song, Yeah, 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 it's coming out in spring. I'm hoping for April 13th. but,
Okay.
like, my management changed the song that I was going to release, so we're like putting everything together really quick.
Okay.
But it'll be out on iTunes and Spotify. And then also I'm doing a really cool music video with the director, Sierra Boniface. We're working together, and that will be coming out in probably about May.
Okay.
So I'm really, really excited for both.
And where can we see the video?
It'll be on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
On your YouTube channel, or just?
Yeah, it'll be on my YouTube channel, and it'll also be on my website.
Okay. Great. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow, like, or subscribe to EKH Media on your favorite social media platform. And thank you, Skyler, for coming in today. It was so much fun. Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.